What's up, guys? Welcome back to Average Takes. I'm your host, Bob.
This is Roman. We're just some average guys saying slightly average things for the average person.
I'm Shenny, and if you like what we are about to say in this next video, do not forget to like and subscribe. Also, follow us on Apple, Spotify, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook. We got it all.
Yes, sir.
And now, onto your scheduled episode. What's up, guys, and welcome back to Average Takes.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
How's it? How's it?
Well, if you missed us, go check out Spotify because we dropped a podcast app only podcast last week as it was the Padres are down bad, and it was because they were swept by the Rockies.
It was very down bad for the Padres.
Yeah, so if you are interested in that podcast, you could go check it out wherever
We
you
chewed them out,
listen
and
to
they listened.
podcasts.
Yeah, the reverse jinx is 100p
Yeah,
undefeated.
we asked for 3 and they gave us 4. They
Let's
swept.
go.
I mean, we'll get to the Padres. We'll get to the Padres. Right now, let's give some players some hype. We want to give you essentially maybe who is going to win MVP in both leagues or seeing who's hot. So let's give some players some hype.
Some hype.
I'm going to start off by saying Vladdy Guerrero Jr.
He won't get out of first. Every time he gets out of first, he hops right back in. Because
Yeah,
I know you're about to talk about his home runs.
I mean,
Shot.
of course. He's tied for first in the AL in homers with 23. He's batting a 337, 23 homers, almost 60 RBIs, 59 RBIs, 337 batting average, 440 on base, 671 slugging. I mean,
At the plate.
this might be triple crown. Like, we got to watch out for that.
Nope.
You have to watch out for it.
Shouldn't
No.
say that.
What do you mean,
There's-
though?
There's another man in the AL who does all that, all those numbers that you said, but then hops on the mound, throws 100, 101, and his name's Shohei Ohtani. That guy has MVP written all over him.
I mean, yes, you have to say Shohei is MVP because he plays both ways, and he has
Exactly.
been
And
doing
when
it very well.
absolutely
when Vladdy
incredible.
Jr. is not in first, it's usually this guy. This guy and him are the ones battling it out 1-2 at the top of the leaderboards, and he is definitely someone you got to keep an eye out for. Like, I think if he can just continue this for a season, that's insane, literally.
Witnessing his history.
Yeah, Shohei leads all players in WAR right now, and I'm pretty sure last time we kind of shout out some players. I was asking why isn't he not higher on the leaderboards, but now he's up there, and I think he should be even higher. I mean, this man pitches every 5th day. This last week, he had a home run on a Monday, home run on Tuesday, Wednesday pitched 6 innings, 1 run, 6 Ks, and a W. 2 homers on Thursday, a homer on Friday, a homer on Saturday. Like,
MVP.
this guy had a week of his life. Of course, he was player of the week, but man, Shohei, I want him to be MVP because when a pitcher wins MVP, you're having an absolute season usually. Like when Verlander won it, I'm pretty sure he had the triple crown in pitching stats that year, or
Yep.
very close. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I know Otani's not just a pitcher, but it is fun to watch him, and the ball just explodes off his bat. Sounds like a
Because he's
freaking
huge,
nuke.
bro. He looks 6'8". He looks bigger than Aaron Judge sometimes when he's jogging around those bases. He's huge.
And the
Guy's a
Angels,
freak.
the Angels been winning more without Trout than they have been with Trout this season. So,
Because they're loving the
That's
Ohtani
scary.
vibes. The Ohtani
That's
energy is
scary.
flowing through him. Don't
it's
leave him
definitely
out.
scary. Because when Trout comes back, and this team's still clicking on all cylinders
You already know what Trout's gonna do. You know, he does it. He's
every year in year out.
he
Yeah.
does it. He's that guy. So just this team hitting the right time in the season, get him back. They can maybe push for a little wild card in the AL, but I think that division's pretty locked down up with it, Houston or even the A's. The A's are still putting together a pretty good
Of
record, but
course.
Yeah, they're sitting tied at the top of the division, but Houston 7 in a row. It's a little winning streak they got going on down there. And they're getting their guys back. Like today, they just started a series versus the Orioles, and Jordan went deep.
yeah.
They're already winning. I mean, I know the Orioles are trash, but
But also shout out and one more guy. You mentioned pitcher winning the MVP. Well, that could very possibly happen in the NL right now. With
say
Oh,
it,
I was just about to tell you that, dude.
I'll let you
say
guys
Jacob
it.
know if
DeGrom.
you haven't heard
Jacob
his name.
DeGrom, mother crucker.
Jacob DeGrom is literally the goat of goats right now.
And they checked his glove and his belt. No, not cheating.
Not
Yeah,
Love to
I
cheating.
see
saw
it.
that.
Love
I
to
saw
see it.
that.
Guy's just a freaking shover.
Yes, he's just goat. He's literally goated. I'll say it. I don't ever see him. He has a .5 ERA, and then today comes off rehab. First pitch a hundo. Like I'm good. Nothing really wrong with me.
Yeah, man, he lowered his ERA from .54 to .50. And if this guy continues to pitch like this, I know he hasn't been the healthiest, and he's only thrown like 15 innings his last 3 games or something like that. But he is lights out. Like when we say shove, this man shoves it down your throat, and there's no point in trying to even go against him. Padres saw him
No,
Padres
twice,
couldn't touch him.
couldn't
no.
touch him.
And
Yeah.
to think that he's in this like day and age of pitching with guys using sticky stuff, foreign substances, he's doing this without a blemish on his record. He's been clean for his whole career, continues to be clean supposedly. I just can't imagine how he would be with stuff like that. Literally,
Yeah,
he'd be even better, which is crazy.
Who would
so
you want on
crazy.
your team more, though, Shohei or DeGrom?
DeGrom,
Ooh,
100% DeGrom.
DeGrom right now.
Really?
If
Yep,
I could,
I
if
want
I
a
I
guy
could
who
know.
can hit tanks, though. That
I
he can
know.
control the game, basically.
I
You
know I can
shove,
get a
strike
win
people
every 5
out,
days.
and when I come up to bat, I'm gonna get a run. That's
Yeah, but I know
basically MVP.
DeGrom will give me 6 innings and a win every 5 days.
you see, the thing is when I'm thinking about that situation, I'm thinking about playoffs, and when I
You think
want
about
a
Game 7.
pitcher,
Who you
yeah,
want on the mound?
I want Degrom
Jacob
on
DeGrom.
the mound. So that's
All right,
what
all
I have to
right,
go
all
there.
right. I
Let
respect
me
it.
let
I
me
respect it.
remind you a little bit about Jacob DeGrom. He was a shortstop drafted in the 9th round of the MLB draft and turned to pitcher. He had such a hard throw from shortstop. They said, "Let's try you out on the mound." A
There's been
lot of
a
say
Love that.
Trevor
there's
time.
I didn't
Say
know
it.
there's been a lot of shortstops drafted out of college, converted pitchers who have had Hall of Fame careers. Studley shortstops, they say, are the best
Tatis
athletes on
next.
the field. Okay, all right.
Tatis next.
But yes, Trevor Hoffman was also drafted as a shortstop out of the University of Arizona. You know what his career is, Hall of Fame closer. That's
No.
all. Shortstops, converted pitchers. There's already a theme about them. There's already a trend. I think everyone's going to start doing it. Everyone's going to start doing that.
One thing I would also like to remind you on is a couple days ago, Jacob DeGrom had just celebrated his 33rd birthday. He is
3?
on
Damn.
the outside of his
Yeah, he's
your
up
prime
there.
time, your prime
Yeah.
years. He is on the outskirts, but he is dominating. Straight domination. Like I enjoy watching him. I went to the game where he pitched at Petco. I know the Padres lost, but man, is it sick to watch this guy pitch. Just consistent 100. 6th inning and he needs out 100. Like 94-mile-an-hour slider. Are you kidding me?
He's
That's
a
the
freak.
average fastball velocity across the major league is 94. And that's his slider.
Oh, and by the way, this
Unreal.
guy is hitting like 400 too.
With multiple RBIs.
So you give him a little bit more at bats. I think he's up there with Otani. I think he can do it. Maybe not the home run numbers, but definitely the average and just the base knocks. Guy is solid.
Not mad. Not mad.
A lot of people are saying that swinging's hurting him, though. Like he said, his swing is affecting his shoulders and stuff like that, obliques and stuff. And I need Jacob DeGrom on the mound every 5 days.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I love it. I love to see him pitch.
I
Yeah.
think that's more of a
He's good for
personal
baseball right now.
problem.
Not a personal problem. A lot of pitchers are dealing with the same issues.
Yep. Don't swing. Let the MLB know. I don't want to hit. Pitchers do not hit. I will just sit there and bunt every at bat if I'm gonna be a pitcher. You got to do something about it. You can't just act like, oh, I get to hit today. Like you got to take a stand. That's how the only thing that's way it's gonna change at this point.
Nope, you do what's best for the team. All right. That's how
Finally.
I'm going to end that. Yeah, you got to do what's best for the team in that situation. Jacob DeGrom is in the 6th inning and it's a 0-0 game, and he gets a base hit to take the lead and win him the game. He's going to do it, and we've seen him do it. So, I mean,
And then he gets pulled.
then he gets pulled. Another guy I want to give a shout out to. This is a Padre biased podcast, and I got to give it up for Fernando. Kid's missed 17 games, leads the NL in homers, in 285. I mean, what else can you say about the kid? He's unreal.
You can't.
52 runs, 50 RBIs, 13 stolen bases. I mean, we're not even halfway through the season yet. 30-30 is up there.
Oh yeah, it's very in reach.
It's in reach. I would like to see him steal more bags, but he hits too many doubles.
True.
He turned what his thing is he turns singles into doubles with his speed. So you don't get to see him steal as many bases as you wish you could.
No. And I mean, that's fine. That's everything he does is literally fine. I think the things that he does bad, he obviously does other things very well that no other shortstop can do or has ever done in the history of this game. So we're going to continue to focus on the good that he brings to this team, and the bad will just weed its way out. I believe. I think he can only get better, and that's the scariest part is he's 22 years old, playing at MVP levels in the best sport league that you can be, like the highest level you could be, and he's 22, so he can only get better. And he's a superstar.
He's still 3 years younger than Pete Alonso when he came out as a rookie. So give this kid some space and some room to grow. I mean, he leads the league in
for a
slugging.
long contract.
Leads the league in slugging, leads the league in OPS, and is leading the NL in homers. So, I mean, this is MVP type season and stats that he's given. So,
and we know that the average has been a kind of slowly discredited stat towards MVP kind of votes, So they're really focused on this power numbers, the home runs, the RBIs, the on base, the OPS, So he can realistically win MVP hitting 270, 268 if his numbers are just there. So good for you, Fernando. Love to see it. Keep it going. I just can't wait to see what else you're going to do, buddy. You surprise someone every single night. It's crazy.
His slugging is about 70 points higher than his career average right now. So he's just raking. And now, since we brought up Tatis, let's get a little bit into
the Padres podcast. I was going to ask you,
the Padres.
Bob, you said you went to go watch DeGrom and you felt the vibe of the stadium, and you went to 2 out of 4 of this last series, and it was at 100 capacity. How did it feel?
I
Do
mean,
you think the fans made the players play better?
Yes.
I went
to one game and I felt the energy. It was opening night. Oh my God, it was the funnest game I've ever been to.
I could feel it, and I'm not even in 100 miles. I'm 100 miles away, and I could feel it.
Thursday night, San Diego opening night was absolutely unreal.
Unreal. Shout out to Dom for the tickets.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Dom and Tony. But I mean, it was unreal. You could feel the energy. Like literally, we always say relentless energy, and Padres fans brought it. Padres were up 2-0 into the ninth. Our all-star closer, who had been lights out, gives up 4. And when he was been lights out, he had an under 1 ERA. Now has 20 saves, 21. but he gives up 4, and then Hosmer, the homer to tie, unreal.
We were leading the whole time, and as soon as they hit that home run, I feel like everybody in the crowd's heads were down. Nobody was watching the game anymore. It felt like,
Fans were leaving, and I was
yeah,
yelling, "Do
fans were
not leave
leaving.
baseball games. You don't leave." And the guy sitting next to us goes, "Hey, man, this just is gonna result into a sweet ending." And I was
Yeah.
like, after Haas hit the homer, I go, "This is the ending you wanted." And after Caratini hits the walk-off homer, I look back and I was like, "You said you wanted a rad ending to this game. Well,
Yeah.
you got it, buddy." We just went absolutely berserk on San
Eric
Diego.
Hosmer's home run looked like it was coming right at our faces.
Oh my god!
Right, fair.
And
Oh
it
my,
hooked around the pole, and
oh my god.
I
Went
jumped for
crazy.
joy.
Bob almost knocked me over.
I almost
To
knocked
the
the
next
lady over
guy.
in front of me.
Yeah.
That's so sick. That literally could be game of the year. That's
It's probably
so
the
lit.
best game I've ever been to my entire life.
And the
I
fireworks
did do a
after
lot.
just made it so
Well,
much better.
and just the circumstances that it was, first game that really anybody could go to, and anyone
Make or
and
break,
everyone.
make or break series too for the Padres.
What was cool is when I was, me and Roman were in Georgia a month back, we got to go to the Braves opening weekend. And the Padres Stadium was way more electric. Like,
Oh
when I
wow.
tell you, like, way more, the fans were chanting every, like, inning. Like,
Yeah.
when we were at the Braves, like, people left early because it was a slow game. And it went into deep in
12.
yeah,
It
it
went
went 12
12.
innings. It went deep into the night. So, I mean, I just love San Diego. I love the fans and what they're bringing to the ballpark. I hope many of the fans got to go to a game this weekend. I went to 2. Thursday was awesome. Friday, it was just a slugfest. Will Myers, 2 homers, almost a third, almost a fourth. Like, it was unreal. Hosmer getting his homer robbed. Like, it was just electric. Like, even we were still up and Hosmer got his homer robbed, and I was like, this game can't get any better. There's highlights all over the place. But Padres, we asked you last podcast, Apple, Spotify only, no YouTube, that we asked you, we needed 3 out of 4. We needed this to go huge into the Dodger series. You swept the Reds in a 4-game series, and the Padres hadn't swept a team in a 4-game series since 2011.
Yes, sir.
10-year span since the last time they had a complete 4-game sweep, and it was fun. It was a blast. This is going to open up to. We're recording today, Monday, before the game. How are you guys feeling going into the Dodgers series? 3 games.
Oh, I couldn't feel any better. Literally
Yeah,
couldn't
after
feel
that,
any
you
better.
can't feel much better after a sweep,
This,
And it wasn't just a sweep. It was like a bold, like,
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
we were one with the games within 3 or 4 points.
did they even,
yeah,
they hit 1 homer this series?
yeah.
Yeah, it was freaking
India
the shortstop.
the
India.
second baseman,
Yeah.
India.
He's a shortstop, I thought.
Yeah.
Second base.
Oh, okay.
He played short the last game because they had Farmer.
He's actually a beast.
he's a
He's
rookie.
not bad. Yeah, he's not bad.
He's
He's a rookie.
actually really good. I liked the way he's got speed, he's got power, he's
He's
fielding
got
on
long
balls.
hair, lit.
Yeah, guy's literally gonna be. I think he's gonna be really good, but he's young also.
He messed up doing the Tatis toe tap around third.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
We freaking hit 2 off them after that.
Yeah, and I honestly thought it was crazy because I saw everyone's Snap story videos of Mark Melanson running out, and all of a sudden, no videos of like Caratini's home run, nothing. I'm like, these fools, all these guys just left. Everyone just left. 4 runs, and I was like, I didn't see nothing. No walk-off home run, Caratini, nothing. I was like, that's crazy.
I couldn't pull my phone out for that. Haas hit a homer, and I was just excited.
Honestly,
Caratini went low.
Honest to God,
one.
I was not ready for Caratini to smack a bomb. Was not ready.
I thought we were going into extras. I was planning on it.
And that's one of the best parts about this team is an unsung hero comes clutch. Someone who you wouldn't even think. Hosmer's been down bad the last 2 weeks. What does he do?
Yeah.
Clutch
How about
up,
a Hosmer highlight here?
clutch up,
Stepped up
tie
this
the
year.
game. Big at bat. that honestly is what changed the game and why we won. So
Probably change the series. If we lose that game, I think the Padres are down bad, even worse after getting swept, and probably continue lose
and that's
probably
the
3 out of
first
4.
game, Yeah, and that's the first game.
First game, you have a
The
walk
good
up, and you just feel the electricity of the crowd, and just go, you know what? This is what I
We're
want to
here.
feel. I don't want
Let's
to
do it.
feel like I felt in Colorado on the plane ride back,
Yep.
but that doesn't mean just because we had a sweep doesn't mean the Padres are the best team in the league right now. We're still 5 games out of first. The Dodgers are half a game and a half out. So it's gonna take a lot. This is a huge series coming up versus LA, and I need a 2 out of 3. I need 2 out of 3.
For
It's
sure.
it's for sure huge, and the Dodgers are down bad, or not down bad, but no Cody Bellinger, no Max Muncy, no, they're injury ridden right now. The Padres kind of have a
Slight
solid group.
advantage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got a solid group of guys going out there for this series, which the Dodgers had a solid group of guys going out there for the first series, and the Padres still put up a good even. I think it was even, or maybe it might have won it. But anyways, this is obviously any series versus Dodgers is going to be huge, and I think we need this just with all the momentum we just have going into this game. I think it's keep going. Let's get the ball rolling and just roll, cruise into the All Star break comfortable. You don't want to be going in
Stress.
cold. Yeah,
Yeah.
you just want to just play baseball. That's all. That's what we want, and I think this is the right time for this team to
Bloom, blossom.
run over this LA team. Let them know, yeah, we're here. We're here again, and we're better. Like that's just how it is. I think for the Dodgers, Muncy is going to be back Wednesday, but that's only one game out of this 3 game set. But
We'll take it.
it's the pitching is key. This matchup, Padres set up their rotation, so it's you, Snell, and Musgrove, and that's who else would we want
1, 2,
starting
3.
us?
That's our 1, 2, 3 right there.
We can't complain about the pitching. The Dodgers kind of the same thing against us the first couple times, so it's good that it's stacked up.
These are going to
Again.
be not like you can't miss baseball games. You have Julio Urias versus Yu Darvish, game 1, Kershaw versus Blake Snell, game 2, and Trevor Bauer versus Joe
Versus
Musgrove,
Musgrove.
game
That's
3.
fire.
These
And
are
I
All at
I
7:10.
yeah, and I
All at
like that
7:10 showtime.
all prime time,
ESPN.
honestly.
Prime
Yeah,
time,
all prime
yeah.
time,
ESPN
everything
game tonight.
tonight for sure.
Oh, don't.
But
tell me that.
I want to see
I'm Bally
how
Sports.
Bauer and Musgrove and Kershaw and you pitch tonight, just coming off the sticky stuff allegations.
Mhm.
Today's like the first day that stings are implemented, so I just want to see how they do. It's gonna be interesting. Gonna be very fishy if Bauer, happens
Tanks. If he
8
tanks.
spots. Happens to give up an 8 spot in the first inning against Pods, but very fishy. We'll see. It's gonna be a great series. You can't really get down on the losses against the Dodgers, but we're at a point where we need to kind of win these series because we're getting closer to the All-Star break. We're not getting closer to first place.
Giants are staying alive, man. And as much as I'd hate to say it,
I
they're
fucking
playing.
hate the Giants.
I
They're fucking sus.
I don't know how, bro.
They're-
I mean, we say this every week. Every week we say this.
They're fucking sus. Their schedule is literally the cakiest schedule I've ever seen.
The cakiest. Never heard that one before.
33% of their games are played against teams above 500. The Padres are at like 65. 65% of the teams we play are above 500.
Well, that'll change this weekend. We got
Talk about cake schedule.
a
Fuck the
D-backs
Giants.
series coming up, and the D-backs have lost 17 in a row. So
Yeah, that's disgusting.
that's something.
That's
to
why
look
we
forward
need to win.
That would be 2 huge series if we could sweep the Reds like we did. Then we hopefully take 2 out of 3 from the Dodgers Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Fuck that sweep. I want a fucking sweep.
I would love a sweep. And then we go against the Diamondbacks. We could get on a roll. Like, Padres need to know that this is the exact time of the year. The weather's hot, ball flies. This is the perfect time to go on a roll. And I'm ready.
I mean,
So
looks
ready
like
for
the
it.
the pieces of the puzzle are fitting because Will Myers came out of a slump, just been
Why are
hitting
we
bombs
sitting Eric Hosmer when he's hot?
because
Hosmer's
lefties
not hot.
not hot against lefties.
Not hot, but I mean, he just
Uh,
got a
If
boost of
we break down
confidence.
the
He just got
numbers,
a boost of confidence in the last series.
if we break down the
he had like
numbers,
one hit in the last series.
yeah, but if we break down the numbers for that last series, his barrel rate is actually improving, which is good.
He
So
changed his
that's
stance.
true.
He
hitting the
changed
ball
stance and
hard.
everything.
He's hitting the ball hard. He's just been getting unlucky with where it has been ending up. But we will take that because we need him to slowly just get hot again. That's all it takes is a week. Even this week, we could just a couple guys get hot. You already know what Tatis is doing. Manny needs to step it up a little bit.
Manny is so hot right now. This last series,
and that's
he's batting 250.
The thing with Manny is he gets hot, and he's hot for literally 2-3 weeks. Like he gets hot, and he's really hot, and he's not getting out, But then when he's cold, he's kind of off, and you're like, "Fuck, why are you swinging at that?" Or you gotta get a better swing on that, or he's not getting the right pitches to swing at. So it's good when Manny's hot. He is hot. So him getting hot right going into a Dodgers series,
it's perfect.
Scary.
Need it.
Perfect. I think that's a lot that I have to say about that.
Let's give predictions
of tonight or the whole series. I say 2 out of 3. I don't know. I can't tell you what I'm going to see tomorrow out of Blake Snell. If you're listening to this today out of Blake Snell, but I got you looking good. He's ready.
Oh my
team.
God.
And I say Padres 2 out of 3. We killed Bauer, and I know he's looking forward to this, but I think the Padres see the ball out of his hand, and no sticky stuff no more.
I think we're hot. We going to sweep right here.
I think we're sweeping, bro. I seriously think we're sweeping. Blake Snell is a fucking Dodger killer.
And
why we traded him.
Yeah.
And if he brings it out, oh my! Don't let that guy get hot.
Yes.
That's someone over.
Love it. I see a sweep. Done. I see a sweep in the future.
I'd love it.
We need it bad.
I would love it. All right, guys. Make sure Apple, Spotify, YouTube, like, subscribe.
Comment down below.
We got some big things coming up, guys. We got some big things. So I hope you guys are ready and stay in tune. Go Padres, man. Nothing wrong with being average.
Peace.